everybody, it is Miss Willow. I wanted to test my skills today and put to use some of my newfound inspiration into a drawing. And of course, as many of you guys know who follow me for a long time, dragons are one of my biggest inspirations in the art community and in my entire practice. So I felt like I had to draw yet again another dragon to show you guys. Obviously, I never get bored of it. Today, I actually wanted to go ahead and make a themed picture this time, depicting a dragon that is based around honey and bumblebees. So I did draw a bunch of the little bumblebees flying around him, and him deeply inspecting a piece of honeycomb that he is currently eating. I want him to be kind of like that bear creature that you'd see in the cartoons, always ravaging a poor beehive for its own selfish desires. This was actually such a fun picture to draw, and I loved putting to use both kind of a wild animal look for the dragon, but also a studious look. I gave him the glasses and the very keen eyes, precisely identifying and observing what he's about to cherish right now as this beautiful yellow golden drippy food source. I even have at the end of the picture, adding on to a little bit of the character's details, some honey oozing from his teeth and from the honeycomb that he's holding in his claws, just to show a little bit more effort into the piece. This was actually one piece that took me a little longer than usual. I wanted to really hone in on all of the details and really try to magnify a certain feel to the artwork. I'm trying recently to put a lot more time and difference in the pieces that I'm making, and even though the dragons are the same as the theme of fantasy, I'm trying to give them a little bit different of a purpose. As you see here, the background was going to be just a simple gradient. Then I decided, I have to give him a little bit of scenery so that you can get a feel of the story that the picture is telling. In the background, I wanted to put bees flying all around him. Although the bees are very cute, I wanted to portray that they are buzzing around him angrily in a flock because there are a lot of them around him. They are not happy by the fact that this giant beast just stole their whole hive. In fact, the original idea behind the picture was that he would be clenching and squishing, pretty much, a giant beehive, not just the honeycombs. But I figured, I want this dragon to have a little bit more pride, a little bit more kindness in his heart, because I want to, in the future, eventually make him into a character that we see regularly. Now, I'm still thinking about a name for the character, so if you have any ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I am having so much fun creating so many different pieces, different characters, and dragons, that I'm having a hard time coming up with new names. They're all themed very differently, and what this guy does remind me of in colors, other than the blue eyes, is Goldie, an original character from a long time ago, actually. He was part of my story series, and he was also a very golden-colored dragon like this, yet he's a very young dragon who also ravages and forages for earthen goods like apples. Goldie is very interested in apples and berries, yet this dragon looks very similar to him, yet older and wiser, possibly hundreds of years old. He knows what he's doing, but I did want to portray him as similar, so that I could in the future possibly even make them related in a sense. Perhaps this is Goldie's father figure, perhaps this is Goldie's elder, teacher / forested guide. I have no idea, but I am going for something like that. The honeycomb that I started to draw, I wanted that theme very, very, very spread out throughout the entire piece, so I wanted to add honeycomb-shaped glasses on him, little danglies, and the beads are honeycomb-shaped. I wanted to also make his scales honeycomb-shaped, but a nice pink to match the background. I have to keep in mind the artistic values of this. Anyways, here's the final piece. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, everybody!